Hey, what's up everybody? Just wanted to throw a video out today. I saw on the news a couple days ago that out in Butler County, Nebraska, there has been an outbreak of bird flu, avian influenza, and at that specific location they're going to have to dispose of 570,000 meat birds, those Cornish crosses that are supposed to be going to Costco.
More than 500,000 chickens being raised for meat will have to be slaughtered and go uneaten.
That facility is part of a larger network of farms across Nebraska that provide poultry for Costco. They are calling it a devastating loss. 10/11 Now's Ellis Wiltsey joins us in the studio with more. Ellis?
That poultry farm is in Butler County. It's now in quarantine and under the authority of the Nebraska Department of Agriculture. That facility is here in Butler County. Lincoln Premium Poultry says they will have to eliminate the entire flock. That's upwards of 570,000 broiler chicken.
570,000 birds all in one place, okay? This kind of stuff makes my blood boil. Let's go ahead and take a look at the news feed real quick.
Officials say in recent days the facility has been operating on the highest biosecurity process. That means limiting those in and out of barns, changing protective gear, and most recently increased testing of birds.
That cannot smell good. The cleanliness cannot be great in that area.
For example, our farmers they have a set of boots they wear in the barns. They have, other shoes they wear outside, right? So you always have some level of biosecurity.
Lincoln Premium Poultry Director of Administration Jessica Coulterman likened the avian flu to a pandemic, saying in a place like Nebraska where many migratory birds pass through, it's difficult to mitigate.
Wild birds are the cause? There is no way that wild birds are the cause of bird flu. Sure, maybe they carry it in the wild, but you can't convince me that these places are so attractive to wild birds.
Fortunately, many of those birds are birds that naturally carry avian influenza.
I really think that your system sucks and you're blaming it on something that has no defense. Oh, yeah, wild birds. Yeah, that's got to be the cause. Let's just do some math here real quick, okay? I read online that the average chicken produces 8 to 12 ounces of manure a day. That's one, okay? Let's cut that number in half. Let's say it does 4 ounces of poop per day. 4 ounces times 570,000. 2 million ounces. That's over 2 million. Just do some quick mental math. It's over 2 million. 500,000 times 4, 2 million. That is the equivalent of over 100,000 pounds of poop per day. There is no level of biosecurity that is able to handle that much fecal material in one area. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that no wild birds want to be around an area that creates 100,000 pounds of poop per day. They're covering up their own poor management policies by blaming wild animals. Let's keep going further. I think it might get better.
Also, in recent days, Iowa reported that 5 million chickens on an egg-laying farm will be exterminated, and in total, as of last week, about 12.5 million chickens and turkeys have been killed due to bird flu exposure in the U.S.
5 million egg layers on one farm? And it's the wild birds' fault.
Maybe, not as many rotisserie chickens available throughout the western half of the United States. Maybe not as much fresh chicken, but at the same time, I'm hopeful that, this will, again, make people more mindful so we don't have to see this happen to anyone else down the road.
Coulterman tells me what happens with the poultry farm next is up to the Department of Agriculture. It remains in a quarantine phase for the time being. But as for being replenished with chickens and starting up operations again, only time will tell.
Stop putting them in giant warehouses on top of each other and expect it to be great.